Amen. All right. Well, hey, it is great to be here. I just want to thank Apostle Eric for this opportunity. We just want to show you some dynamic warm-up, a little bit of dynamic stretching to get you going in the morning. All right. So what I want you to do, if you are in your beds, go ahead and stand up. And I'm going to get the crowd here to stand up. Everyone's going to stand up. There you go. Yeah, we got some energy going. We are creating a nucleus of motion. Go ahead, Brian, blow it. All right, amen. All right, what we want to do is when we get started working out, the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we warm up. We want to make sure that our body temperature is up. We want to make sure that our blood is flowing. We want to make sure our bodies are prepared for movement. All right? A lot of times, warm-up can be called movement preparation. If we were in a church, I would tell you to look at your neighbor and say movement preparation.
Movement preparation.
Movement preparation, because we are preparing for movement. Amen. All right. What we want to do is we want to have a dynamic warm-up. Now, most of the time when we think of a warm-up, we think of this. Okay? That is not bad. The only problem is that when you do things like that, that's called static stretching. There is no exercise, there is no sport where you do this and stay there. Okay? We don't want to be static, we want to be dynamic. Dynamic means it's marked by continual and productive activity or change. Okay? Marked by continual and productive activity or change actually comes from the Greek word dunamis, which means power or special miraculous ability. Okay? So what we want to do, so Jackie, I'm going to ask you to come here. Everybody just put your feet about shoulder width apart. Just kind of put your hands right here. Okay, just start bouncing up on your toes. Just kind of start bouncing a little bit. All right? All right, Deacon Jeff's got a little move over here. He's going like this. You can do that if you want to. We're just kind of getting loose here. We're just trying to get the blood flowing. All right? Now what we can do is we're going to take our right hand and just throw a little punch. And with the left hand, punch. We're just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, good. Relax. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Jackie does like to fight, so
Just having fun.
any of you that know Jackie Collins, she does have a very combative personality. We've been friends for a long time. All right, now what we want to do is we want to loosen up the core. So Jackie, I'm going to ask you to come over here.
Okay.
And all you got to do, put your hands out and just rotate. Just rotate here. Nope. There we go. I just want to make sure we hit. The reason why we're doing this is very simple. Our trunk or our core is very important. All movement starts from our core, all right? And we want to make sure that we get our core nice and loose. We want to make sure that we get our hips loose, we get our back loose. The number one cause of missed time at work is low back pain. So this will kind of help loosen up your back. Okay? There we go. Good. Now, what we're going to do, what's that? There we go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Jackie to face this way. And what we're going to do, this is kind of a good whole body warm-up. So what she's going to do, spread your feet out just a little bit.
That's nice.
Not quite that much.
Okay.
There you go. About shoulder width apart is good. She's going to keep her core tight. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of bend down to touch our toes here. And then we're going to come up, put your hands together, and reach up. Then we're going to come down. And then come up. Good. Come down. And come up. Keep doing this for a while. Now, as you see, this is an entire body movement here. Keep going. We're working our legs here. We're working our trunk, our core. We're also getting a little work in our arms. Key thing to remember is when we come down, try not to keep our back too rounded. We want to make sure it's a little bit flat. And then when we come up, we want to make sure we're grabbing the ceiling, get a nice stretch in there. All right. So what we're doing for those of you that are on the phone, we're just standing with your feet shoulder width apart. You're coming down, touching your toes, bending your legs, and then you're just going to come up and reach up to the ceiling. Okay, good. All right, everyone take a nice deep breath. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do some lunges. Again, I'm going to ask Jackie to face this way. Now, lunges, again, we're going to warm up our legs. It involves the core, hips, legs. All she's going to do is take a step back and then come straight down. There you go. And come up. Come back. Now she's going to use the other leg. Bring the foot back. And then she's going to come straight down. And then come up. Okay. And keep going. Now, as she's doing this, what we want to remember is we want to make sure we keep our stomach tight and our chest up. Now, for those of you that have any kind of joint pain, in your hips, in your ankles or knees, only go down as far as your body will allow you, okay? Don't try to do anything. If you feel any pain whatsoever, just don't go down quite so far, all right? As you see, this is working our legs, also helping us with balance, okay? And one more, and relax. Okay, great. Hopefully by now your heart rate is up a little bit, your body temperature is up a little bit, and hopefully you can feel a little bit in your legs. Amen?
Good.
Amen. All right.
Doing it.
Now what we want to do,
You were saying one other leg, right?
yeah, we were doing both legs. Yes, we were switching legs. Good point to remember. Again, you know, you could do it. I like to alternate legs as a warm-up. That way we're constantly keeping moving. Okay, now what we're going to do, those were called lunges. Now these, I just very simply call them tip-overs. Again, you're going to face this way. And what she's going to do is she's going to bring her feet together this time. She's going to put her hands over her head, and she's just going to lean forward. And bring her other leg up, and then come up. You can put your hands together a little bit closer. There you go. And then she's going to switch legs. And go there. Good. Good. As you see, Jackie's nice and level here. Her back is not rounded too much. And she's got a nice posture here. And we have some people falling over in the back. That's okay. What this is doing here, what we're doing very simply, for those of you that are on the phone, is we're putting our legs together, we're putting our hands over our head, and then we are basically swinging one leg back and balancing on the other leg, and then we're switching legs. All right, good. Good job. Basically what that did is, again, you should feel that in the hamstrings, feel that in the low back, and again, keep the core tight.
Yep.
Okay?
Good.
All right, now what we're going to do, keep facing forward. We're going to keep warming up the hamstrings.
Okay.
Again, reason why we want to focus on the hamstrings is very simple. For those of us that have office jobs and we're sitting, our hamstrings are constantly not being stretched. And when we get tight hamstrings, again, that causes a lot of low back pain, and that is the #1 cause of missed time at work.